If you burn more calories than you take in, you will lose weight. Simple, right? The issue is people don't truly like what they are eating when trying to diet, so they end up snacking, overeating, or just falling off. Today, we change that. Since I am finishing up a mini cut, I wanted to show you what I'm eating every day to lose 10 pounds in just 2 weeks. After covering all of my meals, I will go over the calories I am burning each day versus what I am taking in to get to my goal, so definitely make sure you stick around for that. Typically, I am not that hungry for breakfast and I like getting my day going right away. My sheet pan pizza recipe has totally changed the game for me in terms of speed and workflow since it makes so many extra slices but only needs to be made once. When I get up, I plug in the air fryer, let it preheat, throw in my slice of pizza, and 3 to 4 minutes later, breakfast is served. After a grand total of 30 seconds of work, breakfast is made and I am eating pizza for breakfast. I mean, come on. Listen to the crunch. So good. And it's about 90% as good as when I first made it because the air fryer brings the pizza back to life even after sitting in the fridge for 3 or 4 days. This is a pizza I highly recommend for anyone that wants to make pizza one time to have meals ready for the entire week. Sitting right above 400 calories, this is the perfect meal to get my day going, doesn't make me feel overly full, and catapults me into having a super productive day. Also, you would be hard pressed to find a real thick crust pizza that has a comparable calorie to protein ratio. For this meal, I want to make sure that I eat a good amount of carbs while having at least 20 grams of protein. Why? In an hour or so, I will be going to the gym and want to use those carbs for fuel in my workout while maintaining protein synthesis. This is important whether you are cutting, maintaining, or bulking, but in my opinion is especially important when you are cutting because you are so calorie depleted. Now, I changed my pre-workout meal up slightly day to day, but today I'm going to eat a bag of Smart Pop popcorn, an apple, and 2 Light and Fit Greek yogurts, which are only 80 calories a piece. I also like adding some seasoning and a few quarter-second sprays of oil to my popcorn for maximum flavor. While this meal isn't flashy, it is quick, filling, and quite delicious if you ask me. However, I know some people will say you're eating too much salt and that's not good for you. For the majority of people, that's false. Unless you have blood pressure issues or are salt sensitive, having a higher salt diet hasn't been shown to have a negative effect on your health. Your body has mechanisms in place to help with this, such as making you thirsty so you drink more water, which makes you go to the bathroom, thus you excrete the extra salt in your urine. Also, I'm about to work out, and if you've ever tasted your sweat before, you know it's salty. That's because we excrete salt through our pores, so a lot of this salt will be lost during my training session. Supplements like fat burners can play a small part in fat loss, but aren't necessary in order to lose a significant amount of weight in a short amount of time. But pre-workouts have always been a go-to for me, and today I'll be using a scoop of nitric, which is caffeine-free, and a scoop of mode for a little extra energy. Gorilla's pre-workouts have more active ingredients than all of the other pre-workouts on the market, and at this price point is unmatched. If you want to upgrade your workouts, use code E4CM for 10% off your order, which helps support the channel as well. Speaking of, I wanted to thank each and every one of you that have used my codes. It has not only helped me put out more recipes, but also higher quality videos. Lately, I've been incorporating protein shakes instead of ice creams because of 2 reasons. One, I really haven't had any hunger signaling, and 2, and more importantly, it has been cold as hail in Chicago, so eating an ice cream, I'm just shivering my behind off. But to give you guys more value, I'm going to bring you guys one of, if not my favorite recipe I have ever created, my Oreo McFlurry. Now, I always preach in all of my ice cream recipes, if you don't have calories for the mix-ins, you don't have to use them and it will still be great. And that is exactly what I'm going to do in this situation. I'm gonna eat less calories now, so I have the flexibility to eat more later. Let's make this thing. My Oreo McFlurry makes between 5 and 6 cups of cream, and in this case has less calories than the snack size McFlurry from McDonald's, which is only 1 cup. Not to mention, mine has 50 grams of protein. I eat these protein ice creams every day once it's above freezing outside because I truly think that they are that damn good. They keep me full while scratching that ice cream itch and take 10 minutes or less to make. I have nearly 20 ice cream recipes on a playlist that you can check out after you finish watching this video if eating ice cream every day sounds like something you would be in for.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm starting to get hot, but I mean, this is our consistency. Haven't made this in a while, but when you dial in the recipe, nothing ever really changes. Without the mix-ins, it's definitely not as good, obviously, but for just over 300 calories in this recipe, if there is one recipe that I think you need to make, it is this one. Whether you can use the mix-ins or not, it is absolutely delicious. I'm gonna get the rest out of here and eat, and I will see you at meal 4. If you're getting any value from this video, if you could do me a huge favor and annihilate that like button, it would be massively appreciated. I love having a big meal at the end of the day, but I don't wanna spend too long in the kitchen either. Why, you ask?
Because at the end of the day, I am prone to snacking, especially in a large calorie deficit, and I can't afford to eat any extra calories from mindless mouthfuls of food. This brings me to one of my more recent recipes, the smash burger. This thing is ready from start to finish in just about 15 minutes.
I need something to pair it with, though. What goes with a burger better than fries?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
But fries are unhealthy, right? Not when prepared the right way.
Potatoes only have 110 calories for every 148 grams you eat. According to the satiety research or studies that show how full you get from certain foods, potatoes rank number 1, and it's not even close. I would also like to point out that apples rank at a score of 200 and popcorn beats out many of its counterparts, coming in at 150, which were both included in today's diet. This means you are going to stay fuller for longer, which is crucial when trying to lose weight. I have enough calories to eat about 300 grams of potatoes, so I will weigh out 2 small potatoes and cut them up into long wedges about a 1/4 inch thick. I turn on my air fryer to 400 degrees and let it preheat for 5 minutes while I oil my fries. A little oil goes a long way, and I will be adding 4 grams to my bowl and thoroughly mixing and rubbing the oil into the potatoes. Once combined, I throw all of my potatoes into the air fryer for 30 minutes. This is where I will do my dishes and jam out to some music while I wait. Once there's about 15 minutes left, I shake around my wedges so that they are evenly cooked, and I start making my smash burgers. If you want to know how these are made, you should go check out the recipe I did on them after you are done with this video. It is super quick and just may become a staple in your diet, just like it did for me. I pair the fries with some no sugar added ketchup and a squirt of sriracha, and the meal is ready for consumption.
I'll put the macros somewhere here on the screen, but I can't wait any longer. It's time to eat.
During this cut, I experienced very little hunger because of the volume I was eating, and I still had good energy throughout the day and in my workouts. Before we get into this, please note I am not suggesting you use these exact meals or calories for your weight loss goals, or that you'll get the same results that I am. I also don't think anyone should try this long term. I have planned this weight loss strategically, have been dieting and exercising for years at this point, and will be eating at maintenance calories as soon as this is done. Everyone is different and will require a different amount of calories specific to that person to lose weight. If you are looking to lose weight and wanted a training or meal plan tailored specifically to you, send me an email or DM. I will also be offering 10% off any of my plans with code E4CM through the month of March. My total calorie count will probably sound like I'm lying because of what I got to eat today, but the grand total was 1,999 calories. And for reference, my maintenance calories is around 3,200 to 3,500. But Nick, if there's 3,500 calories in a pound and you are in a daily deficit of 1,300, that means you are only losing 2.6 pounds per week. On the surface, this may seem like the case, but when you drop calories, you also lose water weight and food mass that you are no longer eating. While I'll still be losing a significant amount of body fat, depending how much you drop your calories and more specifically how much you drop your carbs, you can lose a remarkable amount of water weight as well. I also implemented a few other techniques and supplements into my regimen that aided in me losing additional body fat. I will go over everything in this video here, and if that video is not there, check out my sheet pan pizza or my smash burger recipe so you can see how to make them for yourself and be on your way to your fitness goals. Deuces.